So today I'm presenting the stock monitoring workflow. So what is the vision of reusable components? The vision was to change the way we work, spend less time building workflow, being more efficient, benefit from learning across projects. So we did the study and pick a workflow to reuse. Make a way of reusing it and use it across apps. The one we chose is stock monitoring. The tool is ready to use, a public repository, and it is released in NPM. We are using it in one of our projects and continue improving it. So you have to know that stock monitoring is not a new workflow. We have it in CHT Uganda, which is our proof of concept for the CHW only based experience. And we have an existing design from ECHIS Kenya workflow. And it's not a copy pasting. Like we have one unique base code shared as library, which anyone can use in this app. And we only have one code to maintain, which is the library code in GitHub. This is the workflow, the final workflow we used. So you have the supervisor here, who can issue stock to CHWs. This is the stock supply feature. The supervisor can order item also. The CHW can do a stock count, a stock return, a stock supply confirmation when the supervisor issues stocks. The supervisor can confirm a stock return, can see stock out notification from CHW, and the supervisor can also resolve discrepancy when there is a difference between the stock supplied by supervisor and the stock received by the CHW. So when you want to use the stock monitoring workflow, you have to choose the levels you want. We have 3 levels. The first one is CHW alone. It means that only CHW will use stock monitoring, register stock counts, and log stocks. The next one is 2 level. It's an exchange between supervisor and CHW. So supervisor can supply items to. The third one is 3 levels. Supervisor can order item to health facility, and health facility can supply stock to supervisor. So for the 1 level, CHW alone, we have 2 features. The first one is stock counts, which is critical because everyone can have it. This is the first form of stock monitoring. And the second one is stock log. Like there is no exchange here with anyone, so CHW have to manually enter the quantity damaged, the quantity expired, etc. For the 2 level between supervisor and CHW, we can have stock count for both or only one. If you want, you can customize. We have a stock out task for supervisor. We have stock supply and stock supply confirmation. When there is a difference, we have stock discrepancy resolution task for supervisor. CHW can return an item and supervisor will confirm the item with stock return confirmation. The 3 level one between health facility supervisor and CHW. So we have 2 more features: stock order supply and stock order task. For this, the supervisor can order item to health facility, and health facility can supply those items to supervisor. To add the stock monitoring workflow to your project, you have the installation command here. And the first thing you'll do in your project is to initialize the stock monitoring workflow with the init command. And you can add item with add item and add feature with the add feature command. Here we have a demo. So you have a supervisor logged in and a CHW. The CHW have only two actions. We are initializing the workflow. We choose tree level and the corresponding contact type of each level. We choose if we want to categorize our item, the stock. Now we are adding our first item in a form called patient assessment under 5. The category name, the label in each language of your app, the description, the first item name, which is glove here, the label in each language, the unit, one in total. Here we enter 30 and danger total 10. After that, you can see that we have some file generated here with the stock count form. We are adding some code in task so that we will have task and the targets and contact summary. You have all this in the NPM README. Okay. Okay. So now we are adding another item. So we use the command add item in patient assessment. Under 5, the item name is RDT. You have the label, the totals, and for the formula, here we have a custom count. Right now, there is a known issue when you edit an existing form. So the library edit patient assessment under 5, and when you edit it, the form crashed. So you have to open the form and save it again. It will work. This is a known issue and we are working to fix it. So after that, we are compiling and setting all the forms and setting generated by the library. We are uploading it. So the first one is to compile and setting. The second one is to convert a form. So we are converting patient assessment under 5 and stock count. Stock count is a new form added by the library. Now we update the app. So for CHW, we have a new action, which is stock count. We enter 30. You see the color is yellow here because we are below the warning total. Here it is the supervisor. We add 300, and you can see that it's green. You can check your config in a file, a new file here, which name is stock monitoring config.json. And you can even manually edit it and build again. So now we want to fill a patient assessment in the 5 form. In our config, the gloves is manual edit, and the RDT is an automatic. So for glove, which is manual, you have this new field to enter the quantity, and you can see that we have 30 minus 5. So now we are entering for the automatic one, RDT. And for the automatic one, if you look at the video slowly, we enter the formula to detect the quantity. And the formula is the quantity here of number of tests used. So we enter 3 there. And at the end of the form, we will always have the gloves quantity because it's manual. We enter 2. And for the RDT, you can see that we have 30 minus 3. So next thing is to add a feature. So the command is add feature. We have the list of feature, which was stock supply. We gave it the name, a title, and we say that if we want the stock supply to be confirmed or not, you can see that there is new form here, stock supply, stock received, and stock discrepancy resolution. So now we are compiling, uploading the app setting, and the form also, it converts the stock supply form, the stock received, which is stock supply confirmation, the stock discrepancy resolution. We convert and upload. And now for the supervisor, when the supervisor goes to W site, we have a new action, stock supply. Supervisor supply 100 gloves. And when you go to CHW path in task, you have a new task, stock receipt. And CHW can say if yes or no, he received the count. If no, he will enter the quantity. And if there is a difference, supervisor will receive the stock discrepancy resolution to complete, to enter the final quantity. So we have a total of 9 app forms, all level included. We have 6 tasks and 3 contact summary. Not all app will have all of these. This is when you add all the features, you have 9 app forms, 6 tasks, and 3 contact summary. For the integration to a CHT project, the development type reduced to more than 75%. All effort is spent on adding item. Like if you have a lot of item and a lot of forms to add item, you spend 5 minutes to add each item. Versioning works as long as no manual change is made in form. So we discourage to manual change the generated forms. from the library, because every time you build again, it will remove your custom change. So you have to leave the form as it is. But if you manually edit it, you just have to know what you are doing. So now the next step, we have the version 002. We add the license, we change the package name, we add the known issue so that everyone will know that if you update an existing form, you have to open the form and save it again to go back the issue. And we precise that this is a CHT package, like you cannot use it in any other project. It's only for CHT app. The next steps are to give more detail on common usage and create automatic release notes, bug resolution, and feedback functional test coverage. So now we want feedback for the community. If you start using it and you have any issue, you can create an issue in the GitHub repo, and we fix it as soon as possible.